So today we are going to be painting our owl paper, which means we're going to be painting it, choosing one of these colors that I have here. And then we're going to add a little bit of snow to it. And then later we're going to be painting our owl. So we're going to do that much today. We're not going to do the outlining or feathers yet, so that next week we can go and maybe paint the owl again so it's not so see-through. And lighter blue, we can paint it so it's more of a white color, which we're looking for, okay? So our I can statement for today is basically coming at the very end of class. So it says, today I will learn about line so that I can use lines to paint the body of my snowy owl. And you'll be given one of these sheets that we're gonna be kind of drawing our body of our snowy owl with, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our paper. I'm gonna write my name, Mrs. K, and I'm gonna write a K. Remember, I'll give you a dot. And then I'm going to come around with these little trays and then paintbrushes. And you're going to choose one of these colors. And you're not going to choose all three. Just choose one that you want to be your sky or your background color, okay? And then I'm also going to come around with a cup of water and a sponge so that you can rinse out your brush and dry it off when you're ready to do the white, okay? But for the very first part, you just need to dip your brush into the paint. So I'm going to choose, for mine, I'm going to choose the turquoise color. So on the side without my name, I'm going to dip my brush into the paint, and I'm going to paint all the way across to the edge, okay? If you need to get more paint, you just get more paint, but you don't need water to clean out your brush because I'm dipping my brush into the same color each time. And if you make a little mess like I am, that's okay. Most of the mess, hopefully, will end up in the little container here. But if you get any on the table like I am when I'm painting, that's fine because I'll wipe it off. So I'm getting the whole paper painted, just like what we did on our practice paper with the darker blue. So I'm finishing up with this. I'm getting to the very end here. Kind of have to hold it down with my fingers. My finger's gonna get a little wet, okay? And I've got my whole paper painted with the blue. Now, remember how we smoothed it out last time with the water? So this is where, I'm gonna move that out of the way. This is where you're gonna dip your paintbrush in the water, not so that I'm rinsing it out, just a quick dip. And what this is going to do, it's gonna smooth out that paint. So if you have really uneven areas, quick dip, that will smooth it out for you. So I'm just kind of giving it like a wash along there. When my brush seems dry, quick dip. And then I'm gonna go all the way to the top here. Quick dip. And then all the way top, one more dip for mine. I think that should do it, okay? Then you're gonna take this brush, you can put it in the water. And then I like, for the snow, I like to use a smaller brush like this. So with the snow, this is when we did the splatter painting, if you remember. So let me move that down so you can kind of see my water here. This is kind of a watery white. So remember, that's when I dipped it in and I just tapped it on my finger. I'm not whacking it or touching the paper. I'm just tapping my finger. So I'm gonna dip my brush into the white paint and do a tap, 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 tap all around. Tap, 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 tap. You're gonna have some big circles and little circles. I'm gonna go on this side here so you can see my whole paper. Okay, tap, tap, tap. Ooh, that was bigger, but I kind of like it because in real life, snowflakes sometimes kind of stick together, especially when they're coming down and the weather's either warmer or cooler. So I like what I have there. Got a nice little speckle. I can still see the blue. I don't have so much white that I can't see anything. Now I'm gonna be drawing my owl, okay? So we're gonna be kind of following these steps and just drawing really, really simple shapes. And we're not worrying about the legs or the eyes. We're just gonna draw the basic body of the owl, okay? So I'm gonna start up here with the circle. So I'm not tapping my brush into the water or cleaning it out. I'm gonna make sure I just go back to the paint and I'm gonna draw a circle somewhere up here. Okay, so I want you to notice my circle. If my paper is divided in half, it's above the halfway mark, okay? Could be even higher than that. And then I just dip my brush in there, fill it in. Then I'm gonna do like a big oval for the body. So like an oval, or it kind of looks like to me a big U. So a U shape, sorry, for the body. And I'm gonna paint that in. Okay, and remember what I said earlier, next week we're gonna go over it with white again, so it's a lot stronger than this. So we've got the hardest part done. We have got our head and our body. Now we're gonna create like the wings. So we're gonna do like a little arch out here, kind of like a rainbow line here, and fill that in. Another one here. I can make it a little bit bigger, a little longer if I want to. So I've got, definitely this is the bottom of the body, and then there's my wings and my head. Then we're going to do a little triangle shape for the ear, and a little triangle shape for the ear. And then that's where we're gonna stop today. So we've got our owl shape mostly painted. Next week we're gonna paint another layer of white, and then that's when we're gonna do the outline and the feathers. So today we just focused on our drawing, and we used lines to create the circle, the oval, the little half circles for the wings, and then we colored it in.